thank everyone for taking time out of their day to attend the public hearing, and we will now move on to the other business on our agenda. Great, who will be the first with an update this morning? Michael.
I'll go ahead and kick it off. You swear me in? No?
I'm all doing it.
I'm glad to see I'm not the only person having trouble with this tiny microphone at the stand. He's gone now, but I think he's taller than me. My name is Michael Barker with Teen Court. If you don't know me, who doesn't? Come on. I'm going to sort of keep this short because I'm going to go back and send all of this to you. Some people later on. First off, thank you for bearing through the kind of unorthodox prayer. I pray a lot, but it's always inside my head, and everything sounds better in my head. So it would be an honor to do it again some other time, as it was now. But
God loves all prayers. It doesn't have to be any specific way.
You understand.
Thank you for your willingness to do it, and you'll be asked again.
Yeah. And that's a fine line between volunteering for something and being appointed. And I was at the New Mexico Teen Court Association meeting recently, and this is part of the Teen Court updates. And we're sitting there, and the first order of business was to talk about the resignation of the association secretary, Beverly. And so we're sitting there, and we read the resignation letter, and they decide to ask if anyone wants to volunteer to be secretary. Well, they're all staring at me while they're asking because I'm the only one with a laptop in front of me. So, like I said, there's a fine line between, volunteering and who wants to be secretary, staring right into your eyes. Come on, who wants to do it? Anyway, that's my first update. I'm the secretary of the Teen Court
Congratulations.
It's awesome.
Joey knows what that's like.
Yeah, all the newbies get to be secretary. That's what they say.
I think there's a fine line between volunteering and stupidity.
Oh, yeah?
Same thing.
Seriously. What I will say now and keep short is that a lot of you know that I'm starting a Teen Court Advisory Committee. I have 17 names on it right now. We're just going to start it with like an email blast because I don't want people to feel, that they have to be there. It's just an advisory committee, but at the same time, I really would like everyone's opinion, everybody. A lot of these people on the list don't even know they're on the list yet, so I won't name any names because Commissioner Freiberger might get a little upset that I didn't tell him before I put him on the email list. But you're there.
This is again the fine line between being appointed and volunteering.
Absolutely. Long story short, Teen Court is really growing. We're looking to move from Moriarty because we cannot use the new magistrate court facility due to security reasons. But I hear that there's this beautiful room in Estancia that we can set it up at. Hey, look, this one right here. The venue is the most important thing with Teen Court. When you're walking into an actual courtroom, it is taken seriously, and not only that, but the entire program is taken seriously, not just that 10 minutes where that teen is in the courtroom. So we're really hoping to make that work. Also, the schools are really looking to get involved. I have a meeting with Lane Widener at Estancia just right after this to talk about how he wants to use Teen Court. Mountain Air is putting a curriculum. They're looking to put a curriculum into their school. So I'm waiting to hear back on that. And same with Moriarty. So those are just the quick updates. Like I said, I'll send this out on a large email for everybody soon. Just so you know what I'm doing, and I'm not monopolizing the program because it's a county program.
What time is your meeting with Mr. Widener?
At 11.
I might want to try to come.
Really?
Can I invite myself?
Yes, absolutely. That means he'll say yes if you're there. Are you kidding me? No.
Great. Well, we appreciate all of your efforts. It looks like you continue to work hard and to represent us well, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Is there anyone else with an update, Michelle? And then you'll be next, Carrie.
Oh, that's fine.
Thank you.
I always want to clap on these. That was a good prayer, didn't it?
The Torrance County Sheriff's Department, the only update we have really this week is we filled the deputy position. So
That's great.
He'll start the 23rd of November.
How many deputies do you have on staff now? Are you fully staffed?
We are.
Okay, and how many is that?
minus Heath and Marty, it's 10, not including our transport, so it'd be 11 if you include Joe.
Okay, thank you, that's good news. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Terry?
Good morning.
Good morning.
The Torrance County Project Office, just to give you guys a quick update on how our program is going. Everything is going really good. We are really pushing on our outreach. I think I've been a total of like today in the office. Been doing outreach for all of our programs, and every time we go out there, it's not on one specific program that we are doing outreach on. We are really pushing for all of our programs, the domestic violence, home visiting, the car seat program, and our NMPCA. Our numbers are pretty steady with the NMPCA. We can always, of course, get more numbers, but we are doing really good on our numbers. Our home visiting right now, I myself have 4 home visitors, and I think Valerie has four, and Marcella is at like 10. So we're really, really pushing on that. So if you guys, anybody knows anybody that has a little one that's pregnant or has a little one, we do birth to 3 years old, send them our way because we would love to visit with them and do stuff. But other than that, there's really not much more to report. We're really, really pushing. We're really doing really good, and it's really exciting being over there sometimes.
That's great.
Sometimes you're just a little stressed over when you can't be at all the places at one time, but it's going good.
Well, I think to the credit of the project office, there was a local family that needed assistance, and I kind of put it out there on my Facebook page, and many people's response was, did you call the project office? And so it's good to know that the community knows how available the project office is and how many services they provide. So that's to the credit of your office.
Yeah, that's like the whole purpose of the outreach part, for me anyway, is to let people know that, you know, my whole thing is I tell people, I don't care if it's, I don't know where to get my cat spayed or neutered, call us, because we know. So it's not just anymore, we're just not Medicaid or anything like that, you know, it's every service that you could possibly think of, we probably know before anything else, so.
That's great. We'll keep up the good work to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else with an update? Pat?
I do have an update, and what I really want to update you on is kind of the progress of the health councils, and both locally and through a statewide initiative. Our health council, since the funding was canceled by the legislature 2 years ago, it has, through a volunteer basis, decided to proceed and remain active, and we have. It's been quite difficult just in terms of not having the money to have a coordinator in place. That's a really key function that helps to keep everyone informed and everyone moving. But to our credit, the Partnership for a Healthy Torrance County has continued to meet on a regular basis. We have engaged in some policy discussions. We have had local policymakers to the table. Our membership has remained strong. We actually have some new members that are always, you know, first blooded and good to have. But the other thing that has happened is there's been an active core group of which I'm the representative for the partnership that formed the New Mexico Health Council Alliance. And we did that as a loose affiliation to begin with because we wanted to make sure that it was open to membership from all of the existing health councils or the previously existing health councils. At one time there were 33, I believe. And then gradually we developed some bylaws and some understandings between us, and so the majority of the health councils have become members of the alliance. In terms of the health councils in general, there are some that have pretty much sustained programming as it is with support for a coordinator either from a county or from like a hospital or, you know, a larger nonprofit entity that is active in their community. We, as a group, determined that we needed to go back to the legislature and make the case for refunding of the health councils. And to that end, the executive committee, and I think there were 4 of us that were able to be there that day and one by a conference call, met with the Secretary of the Department of Health. And it was a very interesting meeting. I had only cursorily met her before. I really had not spent any time with Secretary Torrance. And I was impressed with her, and I was impressed with her because she comes across as being, first of all, enormously professional and very knowledgeable, which isn't surprising. She's a medical doctor by training and practice. But she also comes across as no subterfuge. We didn't, any of us get the feeling that she was trying to tell us what, you know, she thought we wanted to hear, or she just doesn't seem like that type of a person. So we were with her for the better part of an hour and 45 minutes. And the first part of that meeting, she really solicited from us what we had to say, and we made the case for health councils. I personally made the case for the economic sense that the health councils made when they were in full operation, because for instance, in this county, when the health council was fully funded, we received on an annual basis about $97,000 from the state to sustain the efforts of the health council. And within a 5-year period, we were able to take that 97 or 99, 97 possibly, dollars on an annual basis. And because that was money strictly from the state legislature, there was no federal funding involved, we were able to use that to provide a match on many programs. And so within 5 years, we had about $840,000 in funded programs. The 97 was included in that, so say $740,000 in funded programs that provided direct services to people within the county, as well as the coordination services, the outreach services, etc. And that makes the whole concept of public health look good. And public health is the Department of Health. We do not, for the most part, have local public health departments as such. We have public health offices. And so, you know, we are the face of public health in our communities. And our public health nurses are very much a part of our whole process. On a statewide basis, there was considerably more money generated. There was about a $9 million, a $2.9 million investment in the health councils on the part of the state through their state funding, but that was returning $27 million in local programming and services. So to me, that makes economic sense. That's a good partnership, and you get bang for your buck, and we really are able to provide for needs that won't be met otherwise. There were other people that spoke specifically about the programs that were happening, and then we also talked about the future of the health council and what we were specifically asking for from the secretary, which is to include $1.9 million in her budget to refund health councils. She certainly made no commitments other than the fact that she is going to carefully look over the proposals as well as the Health Council budget when it was in effect, which was before her tenure, obviously. And will call us back together for a meeting in December. So we were pleased with the meeting. And in the meantime, the Alliance has also received a very small grant of about $13,500 from Konalma Foundation, which is going to enable us to have a part-time coordinator for the Alliance itself. We also approached Representative King directly and asked her to consider carrying forth a Health Council funding request through LFC, and she's agreed to do that. So we're covering as many bases as we can cover. And I just wanted to let you know that this was going on, so you understand that the partnership is still active, still very much visionary in terms of where we hope to be and how we are trying to get there, and we are part of a larger initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat, for advocating on behalf of our county and the whole state, really, because if that money can go back into the counties to make sure that those councils are together and funded, it just makes our whole state stronger. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Is there anyone else with an update? Okay, we do have in our packet lots of happy birthday wishes.
Madam Chair, I can go through those if you like. I know Annette's on her way. She kind of double scheduled herself this morning and then doing some interviews. But
Sure, that'd be great.
we have a heavy birthday month in November. So happy birthday to Leslie Olivas from Planning and Zoning, Art Sandoval from the Road Department, Terry Alvarez from the Project Office, Yvonne Otero from the Clerk's Office, Maggie Valdez from Dispatch, JJ Luzman from the Road Department, Michelle Wells from the Sheriff's Department, LT John Stocum from the Sheriff's Department, Marianne Anaya from the Assessor's Office, and Dorothy Sandoval from the County Treasurer's Office. So happy birthday to everybody.
Yes. Happy November birthdays, everyone. And we appreciate their recognition. So now,
Joy, one of the things that we might also take a look at the same time with the gutters, of course, we're not going to have any night meetings until come spring, but it's really dark out in front of the building, and maybe something where we have very inexpensive to install, the motion lights and different things where we can outline the steps.
Sure, we can do that too. Thank you.
okay, and is there anything else? I did get an email from Joy yesterday. She is working on setting up that meeting with the Fair Board, so as soon as that is scheduled, she'll let us know. And just to follow up on the record that we are working on that, and there has been some changes within the Fair Board as well, so that's kind of one of the reasons why it's taken a little bit of time to set up the meeting. So that is definitely on our agenda, and we will be working on that. So it looks like we are now at the end of our agenda. Is there a need for an executive session today?
Yes, ma'am, briefly. I do have a few things to discuss with you.
Okay, thank you. So at this time, I'd like to call for a motion to enter into executive session.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. In executive session, we will be discussing personnel matters and threatened and pending litigation and threatened litigation. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3. Yes, thank you. We're now in executive session.